My name's Ludo Cinelli. I work for Eve White Literary Agency. We represent a range of non-fiction, fiction, and children's books. And the common denominator is, on our smallish list, is that we really like working closely with writers. The vast majority of my life as an agent, unglamorously, is admin. We do, whether that's checking royalty statements or checking contracts or just reading submissions, I guess. Those are the main things that we do. But every day is very different. Sometimes we're going in to meet writers, sometimes we're going in to meet publishers. So we kind of do anything we need to get the job done, and no 2 days are the same. I read the non-fiction inbox for the agency, so I'm reading lots of those non-fiction submissions, but we have readers for the children's and the fiction books who pass on the best stuff. I think the main thing that aspiring writers forget to do is write. I think lots of people just kind of never finish their work, and you've got to finish your work. However, in however rough a state your first draft must be, then at least finish it. I think that's the main thing. I don't think lots of aspiring writers read all that much either. And I think the writers we do end up working with are voracious readers, and they're reading loads and loads and loads of stuff within their similar genre and outside their genre as well. And I think that really informs your own writing well. There's a myth that if you read other people's stuff, your own work is going to sound like it's not your own, but I don't think that's true at all in my experience. We have an open submissions policy in our agency. We receive thousands of submissions every year, and we ask for 3 chapters and a synopsis. Usually there's a bit of, depending on the genre, there's some different requirements. But if we like the 3 chapters and the synopsis, we'll request to see the whole thing. And if we like the whole thing, we'll get the writer in to meet us. It's myself and Eve work there, and we'll talk through what a possible career path could look like, and we take them on that basis, and it's totally subjective and kind of unashamedly so. It's just the things that would connect with us and that we like, and that that are professional, I think. Once we take someone on, they'll usually have a way of working, whether that's very hands-on in terms of the editing or very hands-off in terms of the editing, or sometimes they don't want to do any editing at all. It totally depends on what our client is like and what their work is like. So occasionally we get something that's just incredible and doesn't need any work before we send it out. And sometimes we need to do a lot of work going back and forth in terms of editing. So it really depends on what the author wants out of their book, and what stage of the career they're at. And then we work together to find the perfect publisher for them. Sort of pitches I've had today. I've had lots of short stories today, and they've been great. I think what's really nice is not everyone's at the stage yet where they're looking for an agent. They're just kind of looking for more general advice, and I like how malleable that's been. They've all been very different because they're all at different stages. Some people have had their pitch totally ready and memorized, and we've been working from that, but other people hadn't even started writing their novels yet. So it's been a real mix. As an agent coming up to the north to hear aspiring writers do their work is really important, because London can be very much of a bubble, and the vast majority of agencies are based in London, and so I think it's hard to connect with voices from outside of London, or outside the south anyway. And I think that not a lot of northern writers necessarily know about agencies and about how the London publishing industry works, so it's great to be able to share that. And I think there's an untapped source of talent here in the north that we as an industry need to learn to work with a bit more. my experience at the grad fair has been fantastic. Everyone's taken really good care of me, and it's a lot of fun. It's a really nice day up. Yeah, I think aspiring writers should go to pitching events. I think it gives you an opportunity to meet agents and to meet other industry professionals that they wouldn't necessarily be able to meet otherwise. People in the industry are so overworked, and they have so little time to make for something that isn't as strictly business related as a day like this. So I think it's a really nice opportunity to set aside some time and work and get the chance to meet people in the industry.